This conference will now be recorded.
Um,
No,
I
I'm
made.
not getting. Can you just repeat that what you were saying?
Oh yeah. So I did what you asked, and I added a few extra stuff like
No, yeah,
breaking
that is
and
fine.
okay. Um, but this is what the website looks like. Can you see the website?
No, I can see only VS Code.
I have to uh change the screen. I'm changing. Oh,
Maybe you can choose an option of
yeah.
sharing all of them or something else.
Now it should work.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah. So I made the pictures all the same size.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, is
Okay.
it same fix or you select a different fix? Okay. Hmm.
It's different pics.
Hmm. Okay, that is fine. Okay, so you have added horizontal rows. No, why
Yeah.
you have unshaded?
Oh,
Show me back.
yeah. One sec. I just moved it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Can you see now?
Okay, so yeah. Hmm. Okay, so I was asked. Okay, you did that. Fine. Can you scroll down towards the bottom? Okay, so fine. So what I was expecting, you were almost there, but what I was asked you to, do that. So add the heading for three images. You just added at the
Oh,
first image, right?
yeah.
Anyhow, that is fine. If you are making a heading at least in one place, then I think you understood something, so that it's not a big deal for you. I think, right? You know how to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So any difficulties that you faced while doing this?
No, but when I was just practicing extra stuff, I tried adding style and I was confused how
Mm-hmm.
you did that.
Okay. So
Like
can you show
I
me
would
like
type
what you tried? What you tried?
yeah. Let me change the screen.
I think you no need to do that every time. When you have a screen
Oh,
option, right? There is an
yeah.
option like entire screen. Screens you
Yeah.
have
The
screens and applications both, right? So in the screens you can select that entire screen. So whatever you were sharing, that I can able to see.
okay. The sharing option just went away, but
Okay. Let me. Okay, yeah. I made you as a presenter. Yeah. Now you are the
yeah.
presenter. You can share.
Okay. Um,
Hmm.
so what I tried to do was I wanted to make this text a different color, so I did um,
Mm-hmm.
style,
Mm-hmm.
and then um, on the like the thing I was looking at, it turned a different color, but it wasn't doing that. Then it looked like equals.
Okay. Okay. I
Um,
understood. I understood what you're saying. Okay, but hmm, so, okay, what I understood, okay, I'll tell you, like, maybe, we have almost, spent like, 2 or 3 days, right, so far, approximately.
yeah.
So, what I understood, you were actually, following the, what you can say, following the context, but not the syntaxes. That is what I observed. So you understood, like, like we have, how we can, apply the styles, or how we can, what you say that, write the elements under. But syntaxes you are not actually following. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
definitely it takes time for you to understand. So whenever you try to write a style element, right? See, I told you yesterday, if you observe the record session, if you have how we need to write the element and attribute. So you make sure to understand style is not a element. So it won't start with that
No.
less than and greater than. Style is an attribute where you can write for every element. You're
Okay.
getting my point?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think, still you are not uh, convinced, right?
Yeah.
So you want me to repeat that?
No, I get that like every element can have like a style or not style,
Okay, but
an
no,
attribute.
yeah, yeah, see, that is the point. No, that's what I'm saying. You are actually following the context, but you are not following the syntaxes. That is what I'm saying. So you understand that, every element has a style, but you are not sure how to write that. When you get
Yeah.
to know that, how to write that, if you are focusing more on syntaxes, when I'm explaining the class, if you are focusing, context and at the same time syntax, both at a time, then only you will get it. Otherwise, what you have to do, you have to just refresh, just refresh. Check that recorded session again. Make sure when you do that,
Mm.
both of them, then only you will get that the actual context of the subject at the same time syntax. We cannot ignore any one of them. So if you know only syntax, okay, and if you don't know the context, you know syntax and you don't know where to use it. And if you know only context, at the same time, you don't know how to use it. So first the problem is where to use, and second problem is how to use it. So both are required
Mm.
here, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So the understanding level that you have is, you understood that we can apply the style to HTML element, but you are not exactly sure how to, right?
Yeah.
So you just written that, style. Just can you show me that, how you have written previously?
I tried a few things, but
No, no, no. Yeah,
first,
whatever it is. So, however you were writing, just okay. Just stop it. Stop it.
okay.
So, like, just close that style. You started and you didn't close that, right? Just close it. Yeah. Hold on. Now, in HTML, we have a H1 element, P element, HR element, div element, IMG element, but we do not have a style element.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. No, that is the syntax. We cannot use
Mm.
whatever the element that we want. So the style is not a element or tag in HTML. The style is attribute. So how you can write? Just close the style there. So I will make you to
Oh,
write this. Just close this style. Entire style. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Now in your put your cursor in line number 10. Yeah. So P is
uh-huh.
there. No, you started P less than P. No, just give us one space. Not after greater than.
Oh,
Before greater than. No, no, no. Before greater than. Before greater than. After P.
oh, oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Space it. Space. Now write style. Now you see it is giving suggestions to you because
Yeah.
style is not an element, it is an attribute. Like how you have written SRC for IMG element, right?
Mm.
You're getting?
Yeah. Oh no.
Okay, I told
Yeah.
you, right? Yeah. No, see, each and every element, we have a lot of elements. Each and every element has few attributes. Now, style is a one of the attribute, and
Mm-hmm.
SRC is the attribute. Now you tell me which element we are using SRC?
As what?
Which element we are using SRC attribute?
Image.
Yes, IMG element. You're right.
Yeah.
So now in the code itself, whatever you have written in the code itself, which element we are using name?
Did the images, but I changed the name, so I did ambient.
No, 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 no. Just try to understand my question. So previously, what I have asked you, which element we are using SRC attribute,
Image.
right? So in the same
Yeah.
way, just look at your entire code from the line number 1 to line number 22. Which element we are using name attribute?
SRC.
Name attribute. So name attribute. So first of all, you should understand what is difference between element and attribute. So I'm just repeating that question. Name is attribute. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In your entire code, which element you have used name from the line number 1 to line number 22? I'm asking. So I'm just giving clue as well.
Oh, it would be index or no, UI.
That is not attribute, no.
No,
We're very
English.
close. No, no, you are very close. I'm
Oh,
asking,
name. Oh, yeah. Okay.
yes,
Viewport.
yeah,
Okay.
yes. For which element? That is meta element. Okay. I mean, see,
Uh-huh.
you can check them like what's why we are using name and all is altogether is a different story. Okay.
Uh-huh.
But you should see that whenever you see HTML content, you should know like what is element and what is the attribute. As long as you are aware of them, the syntactically, then only you can use it. No, otherwise you don't know where to use like which attribute you can use and what purpose. You're getting my point?
Uh, kind of, but is name important? Like,
No, no, no. Okay. So first forget about whether name is important or not, or SRC is important or not, or style is important or not. What I'm trying to say is I want you should understand that how we're gonna write elements and attributes.
okay,
Okay, so if you look at IMG element, what attributes IMG has so far you have written? What are the attributes we are using for IMG element?
SRC,
Huh.
and then alt,
Yes. Then
and
width and height. These are all attributes only, right? For IMG element.
one.
Yeah. So whenever you see a element, you should know it. No, okay. So we have for element, these are the attributes we have. Going forward, we may have a lot of attributes for each and every element. Now, style is the one of the attribute where we can use for all the elements almost. You can apply style attribute to div, image, HR, and whatnot. You can use for body also. You can use for H1 also. But you cannot use SRC for H1. You're getting my point.
Okay, yeah.
So there are a few attributes where we can use for almost all the elements, like a style. At the
Hmm.
same time, there are few attributes where we can use only to specific, I mean, only to one or two specific elements. So what you should know to which element I need to use which attribute. So that you will get once you start practicing by your own way, then only you will get it. You're getting my
Okay,
point?
yeah.
Now clear?
Mm-hmm.
Still you're not clear.
No, I'm clear.
No, you're clear?
Yeah,
No, yeah, you see, Darshana, see what I'm trying to say now, whenever you have a question, even though it is small, don't hesitate to ask me. I'm here to, explain everything. That is my job, right?
yeah. I had
Yeah.
noted questions though. Yeah, does the BR affect? So like if I want to change just this color, is it possible
Mm-hmm.
to do that?
Yes, it is possible.
Okay.
Yeah, it is
I
possible.
couldn't. Yeah.
Mm.
Do I just do it?
Yeah. So for
Mm,
B, now, okay. Now you have asked me one question that, is it possible to I can change the color of B element? Now I am asking you
um,
a question in reverse way. You want to change the color using with CSS or using with HTML?
uh, with CSS.
So the simple answer is yes, it is possible. That is how we have a style attribute. Now for
Uh-huh.
B, you can add style because you want to change the font. So
Yeah.
wherever, I mean, whatever the elements that you want to apply some styles, we have only first and foremost option we have is style.
Mm-hmm. But if
Okay,
I
so
want
that
to
is
change
called,
just this,
yes, you can write
um,
style. I mean, you can add style attribute to B element.
B here.
Yeah, B element. Yeah, B tag. How you written
Okay.
style for a paragraph in the same way.
Okay. Uh, like that.
Yeah, save it and you can, yeah, save it and you can check in the browser also. It's not always you can simply write in the HTML. No, you should check in browser as well.
Yeah, it worked.
Sorry for that, my health is still not
Yeah,
getting down. I mean, got
that's,
that cold and cough.
that's okay.
Hmm. But it's not okay for me. Yeah.
No, like it's not affecting me. Like the
Okay.
sound.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Check in the browser. No.
Yeah, it worked. Here, I have to bring
Save
it
it and
down.
go back to your browser. Hey, finally you got that color, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. Any other question?
Uh, I think that was the only one. Yeah. My only other question was like the how to set up color.
Somehow, yeah. Now I can see, able to see. Okay. What else you have a question? How to add a style when there is a BR? Okay. For a break tag, right?
Yeah.
No. Okay. So in the entire HTML element, we can apply styles for BR also. BR is just a like a break.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just a break. BR stands for a break. Still you can apply how you have applied style for P and B elements in the same way only you can apply style for a BR as well.
Yeah. Okay.
And one more thing is how image is like a self-closing tag. There is no end tag for image, right? In the same way, BR also there is no end tag. It is a self-closing tag.
Okay.
Okay. And
Yeah.
BR stands for it's a break. So there is no visibility for it. Even though if you apply the style, you can't apply the color and all. See, I mean, if it is a text, you can apply this color. You can apply
Mm-hmm.
some border or you can apply something else. When it is
Yeah.
an empty space, to like how you can apply some color under, so you can apply some background color to it or you can apply some border to it.
Is there a way to make change the spacing?
Yeah, so
Make
you want to
spacing.
add the beer here somewhere.
So,
You have already
uh,
added, no? See, in the in our output you can see, turn off the overhead, what is that, overhead light.
overhead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
overhead lighting, and then immediately next line only it started bring back what, I'm not able to see that ambience it is.
Bring back ambience.
Yeah, so now if you see that in the HTML code, you have written everything in the same line in the paragraph element only, right?
Yeah.
But when you are seeing the output, the first one till that lighting it occupies that first line. Then after that, the second line only bring back ambience is visible, right? I mean it is visibling. I mean it is displaying there, right?
Yeah.
So why it is coming like that? Because you have added in between beer tag. So when you add that beer, it breaks that line first of all.
Okay.
You're getting my point. It breaks that,
Uh,
and the beer stands for break. So it breaks that, and whatever the content it is there after beer, so it is pushing that elements to the next line.
yeah. But is there a way to increase the space in between here?
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of you know, options to do that. We can use that styles, and if you add like a more beers, like 3 or 4 beers, if you add, you just add only one beer, right? If you add a more
Yeah.
like
So,
3 or 4 beers, still you will get a space. But that is not the right approach that I'm telling.
oh, okay.
Yeah. But still, for a practicing purpose, you have to practice everything. No, just try to write 3 or 4. You should try this.
Is it good to have space in between, or is that good practice, or no space?
No, no, that is end. I mean, okay. What is your question? Come again?
Like, you want me? I'm gonna uh copy and paste this, but is it good practice to have space in between,
Yes,
like
yes. I
this?
mean,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. I mean, for a practicing purpose, you can do that. But in a general application, if you need a proper space, this is not the way I'm telling. But if you keep that
Okay.
beer, still you will get a space and all.
Oh, I don't mean on the thing. I mean like space in the code. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
when do
yeah.
you put
See,
a
yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, okay, okay. Yeah. Anyhow, you have asked a good point. Okay. Now, first, let us check this output. I'll come to that point
okay.
also.
Um,
Yes. Reload this page.
yeah, I did.
Yeah. Okay. You
There's
got
space.
space, right? Now, okay.
Yeah.
Now, look at that ambient rooms, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there is a one space between that ambient and rooms word, right?
Yeah.
There are two words. There is a one space only. So just to
Mm-hmm.
try to give 4 or 5 spaces.
For this one,
Yeah, that ambient rooms, that H1.
to bring it down.
No, 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 no. So between that ambient, no, 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 no. Just remove that. So I'm saying
Mhm.
that ambient rooms we have, right?
Yeah.
How much difference it is there between this ambient and words? There is two words, right? Ambient and rooms.
Yeah.
So in between we have only one space is there, right? Right now.
Yeah. Here.
What I'm
Right?
saying, give a more space between this ambient and rooms between.
Okay. Do I just do that?
How you are gonna do that?
Would this not work? Just
Try it. You can give more space to it, to at least 1 inch space you can give. See,
it doesn't work.
are you getting that?
Yeah.
You are able to see that difference.
There is no difference.
Yeah, so it should not work like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So, so the question you have asked me, so if I give a space to beer elements, will that really impact? In the editor, even though if you keep beer side by side or beer one by one also, it gives the same effect. Okay, to
Okay.
answer that question, so I'm giving one more example to you. So whenever we need a space between the words, it should not be like that.
Okay.
You are clear?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Okay, you are good or still you have any question?
I'm not like, is it good? Like, is it correct to do like this or like this? Does
No, that's what I'm saying. No, there is no impact, Darshana. What
okay.
I'm trying to
So,
say is, even though if you keep no
but
space, or if you keep beer one by one, instead of putting
yeah,
three in the same row, put one enter at no first beer. Before first beer, just put one enter.
yeah. What I mean to ask is like, is there a standard? Is there like, if I were to share my um code with someone, would they do it the exact same way?
Okay. So one thing that I want to understand. Okay. So for
Mhm.
spacing, you are asking this approach, or you are asking like a code standard. Which one you are asking?
Code standard.
Okay, code standard. Okay, so there is no specific rule, to write the code is in this way only. But end of the day, whenever you write, so keep in your mind only one statement. Okay, if you
Mm-hmm.
write something, and if you are sharing your files to somebody in your team, they also should understand that.
Yeah.
So that is the first thing that developer. It's not just like a front end I'm talking, or back end, or whatever it is. The best
Hmm.
practicing that then you know like how to write it in a standard way.
Yeah.
I hope you got an answer for your question.
Yeah. That's all I wanted to know.
Okay, yeah. Hmm. So still any question?
No question.
Okay, shall I continue that?
Yeah.
One second.
Should I stop screen sharing?
Yeah, you can stop. My coffee is increasing day by day. Hmm. I think I should take a break at least tomorrow. If I'm not feeling well, I won't take a session tomorrow. Okay.
Okay. That's fine.
Hmm. Huh. Okay, fine. So now I'll show you something, no,
Mm.
today. Okay, so what I'm trying to say, whenever I'm explaining something, don't write anything in the book. That's what I'm saying. So people used to
Okay.
do. I mean, they're in rush. Most of the people would say face, not just online. Even though while I'm explaining sessions to offline as well, there will be like 30, 40 students in front of me. Whenever I'm starting something, or whenever I turn back towards to board, and when I try to write something, they immediately they will open their notes and start trying to start immediately.
Yeah.
But this is a kind of technical stuff, right? It's not something like maths or something like that, and how we are behaving in the schools or colleges. This approach is completely different, and especially my approach is completely different. Okay, so whenever you
Mhm.
write something, no, you won't get that actual context of the subject, and your way of thinking and your way of writing code will be stick to same examples, like whatever I'm giving in the sessions. You can't even think more, and you can't even think beyond that. That doesn't work.
Mm.
Okay. So you should understand context, at the same time you should understand the syntax you cannot get immediately in the one session. Okay, and it's not always
Mhm.
depends on the session. Even if I complete 30 days of session also, you won't get the syntax until you start practicing. Okay, but
Okay.
try to understand the syntax along with the actual context of the subject.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm telling no from the day one onwards. So whenever you feel that you are not understanding, just you can stop me. You can say, Sai, I don't understand this. Just repeat. Can you repeat that again, so that I'll get it
Okay.
at.
Just
Okay,
okay.
yeah.
Before we start, what does syntax mean? Like,
Syntax is this one only. See, these are all syntax only. No, see, I told you like you understand. You can apply the styles to elements, but how you
yeah.
started style element like this, which is wrong,
Mm-hmm.
syntactically.
Okay. Got.
You're
Yeah. I
getting.
just wanted to make sure.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So the context you understand. So we can apply the
Mhm.
styles to HTML elements. The context you understand, but you miss that how to apply it. So these are the only 2 points. No, you should learn that how to apply and where to apply both of them together.
Mm.
Okay, yeah. Now coming to the point, I'll do some examples to you. Like let us say I have a H1 here. This is heading. This is not heading. Now you tell me if I look at the browser, how this is going to come for me.
It's only gonna show this is heading?
Not this one.
No.
Do you think
Or
this
oh,
is not heading is going to visible or not?
it's gonna be visible, but it won't be the same as the heading one?
Okay, so you mean to say that after this heading, the beside this is not heading gonna display or visible. That is you are expecting. That is what you are expecting.
Uh, yeah.
No, don't take that much time. No, we are not actually making a quiz here. No, so
Uh-huh.
okay. First, let me show you this.
Oh, it shows up.
So if you see that code, I have written H1, and when I close the H1 element, beside that, in the same line, I have written this is not heading. Okay, now let
Uh-huh.
me make some enter, and then I'm just putting here. Now you confirm me that do you see any difference in the output?
No.
No. So if I keep that this is not heading at the bottom, or putting in the same line of the H1 also, I'm getting the same output. Why?
Mm-hmm. Because it's not
Okay.
connected? I don't know.
Yeah, I'll tell you that. Okay, so by the way, this is comment in HTML, how to write the comment. So you can check in the internet. It's not that much important, but cover this point later. Okay, so
Mm.
now in HTML we have elements, right? As I told you, so we can divide elements in a two parts. One is that block elements. Second is inline elements. Okay, block elements and
Mm-hmm.
inline elements. Now I'll tell you the difference between block elements and inline elements. Now you have seen the H1, right? Now I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to make P element. This is paragraph, and in the same way, I'm going to put this is not paragraph. Now you can tell me how this output will come.
Uh,
Just
it
it's a
will
wild guess.
it will do the same thing as the other heading.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we have a one more element called span. This is span. This is not span. Now load this page. Now you can see this is span and this is not span. Both are coming in the same line, and this is
Mm-hmm.
coming in the same line of where I have written this is not a paragraph also.
Oh, because it's confused. Like
Yeah,
it takes
I'll tell you.
it. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no, no. It is not actually confusing. I mean, the system won't get confused. Okay,
Uh-huh.
we ourselves will get confused. Whenever we write a mode, system won't confuse because system knows that what is the block element and what is the inline element. I mean to say system in the
Uh-huh.
sense browser. Browser
Yeah.
knows that what is the block element and what is the inline element. So when I'm saying that in a block element, it will block that entire line from this to this place. So H1 I have written, even though I put only one word here, that I'm sorry, one letter here, even though that letter is there between the H1 is the block element, it is not going to allow any other element contest in the same line.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that is the reason we are not seeing that, this is not heading in the same line of H1.
Mm-hmm.
So now the example of a block element is H1, not just the H1. From H1 to H6, whatever the element that you are keeping here, still it occupies that entire space. So how would we know that, how much space that element has been occupied? So just to see this, contest here, we can't say that. So we must do that, inspect the element and select the element. Then you can see from this itself, it has started till the end. Whenever you select the H1, so that means that is occupied completely. As because
Mm-hmm.
H1 is the block element, it holds that entire line. So that is the reason this is not heading come back to the next line. And when you look at that paragraph, again paragraph also a block element where it occupies that entire space, that line, wherever it starts, it ends with that in the
Okay.
same, irrespective of the screen size. I'm telling. Even if you open
Yeah.
this same contest in the mobile as well, the output will be same. As mobile browser understands the HTML in a correct way, how this is how it behaves in the mobile as well.
Mm.
So that is the reason this is not a paragraph came into the second line. And but when you look at the span is only this much. So it is not a
Yeah.
block element. It is a inline element. So the name itself is telling us, inline. So we can keep another elements on the same line itself. So now see, there is, of course, there is
Mm.
no contest. I mean, element for this. This is not a span, but still, the span is allowing. The span is placing, no other content line at the same time. It is allowing other content as well. Hmm. You're
Okay.
getting by it?
Mm-hmm.
That's any question.
No, I understand. It's just the difference
Okay, so
between the block.
yes, yeah. So now tomorrow, your task is, just to find how many block elements we have and how many inline elements you have. I'll give you few examples. So H1 to H6, H1 to H6. Oh, not outside of this. H1 to H6 and paragraph and div and table. Okay, these are the common
Mm-hmm.
elements that we are going to use, day to day. And when it comes to inline, IMG, span, TD. Here we can place the TR also. What other elements we have? Yeah, B, B stands for bold, and strong
Mm-hmm.
also we have. And when we are talking about block elements as HR, of course BR.
Mm-hmm.
If you place them, it will occupy that entire space.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
And at the same time, in IMG also. Now, what I'm going to do, I'll make IMG. We have IMGs, right? SRC. Images style with 100 pixels, height 100 pixels, and I'm just copying this and pasting in the second line. So my expectation is this will come like, line by one. But if I see the browser output, it will come side by side because IMG is the inline element.
Oh, okay.
So these are the very basic things that for practicing purpose. As much as you are aware of all of them, then only you can practice, without any difficulties. If you're not aware of all these basic points, no, there is no use, if you are practicing in a lot of things also. Because end of the day, you
Uh,
don't know how the element will really will behaves, right, in the browser.
Wait, can you show me how the block is for the Facebook right now?
Sorry, come again.
Like, can you show me like inspect element,
Hmm.
like how the
Yeah,
Facebook
yeah, okay,
looks
yeah,
right?
yeah. It is a block, inline element, not block,
Oh,
no. So if it is a block, no, this entire, okay, now what we can do, right? So we can do one thing, no.
yeah.
As I told you that div is the block element, right? Now what I'm
Uh-huh.
making here, I'm putting div in between this div element. I'm going to keep that img.
Uh,
Now you tell me, is it going to come on the same line or one by one?
one by one.
Yes. So now let us reload this page and right click that inspect element. And if you see image on top of img, we have a div element. As div is the block, so it won't allow anything inside this div. Whatever it is,
Um,
it gonna start in the next line only.
okay.
You getting?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, mm,
Hmm. Yeah. Tell me.
does that mean image is an element?
Yes, inline element.
Inline. Okay.
Yeah. So that is the reason. No. So this is your task for tomorrow to find at least few of them. So even though those few of them, whatever you are going to find, I'm okay with even these are all part of your listing. But you can
Uh,
find it in Google, like
yeah.
HTML block elements and inline elements. Then you will get to know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. So what else we can? I want to tell you one more topic for today. Any small
Mm-hmm.
topic. So block
I was
element,
actually,
inline element.
I was
Tell
wondering
me.
for my website, the lighting one, everything's to the left side. How do I bring it to either the center or the right side?
If you don't mind, can you just repeat that your question and speak loud?
Yeah,
Due to this cold
so
and I couldn't able to hear properly. Yeah. Hmm.
yeah, sorry. So on my website, everything's laid out on the right, the left side. How do I bring it to the right
You
side or
mean
the
left side
center?
in the sense? Oh,
Like
okay,
right now,
okay, okay.
yeah.
Okay, I got your question. Yeah. Yeah. So, a few of the standards that we have for a browser, okay, what are the
Um,
standards that I'll tell you first? So, by default, the background color will be white until you apply any color. At the same time, the text color will be black until you apply anything, and the alignment will start from the left only until you make some alignments to it.
okay.
Okay, so now let us say we have img element here, right?
Yeah.
Now if you we have image element. So if you want to make uh, I mean move this Facebook image towards to right. So in HTML we have a attributes, in no, CSS also we have a styles. So I don't recommend to use any of the HTML attributes because HTML attributes are very old attributes, and the browsers, old browsers only supports. I don't think that new browsers will support or not, but always try to make them, no, always try to use them using the CSS. Okay,
Mm,
so now I want to move this image like like 50 pixels or 100 pixels towards to right. So we have a few properties in CSS, like let us say margin, left 100 pixels.
Oh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you want to make this exactly center aligned, okay. So
Uh-huh.
what you can do for this, so now you can remove this. So this is div you have, right? So this div is inline element. So if you want to move this, sorry, not div, img element I'm talking. So this img element is not a block element, it is the inline element. So if you want to add space, you have to give like margin left or something like that. Okay, instead of that, what you can do, whatever the parent element, just look at that parent element. Even though if there is no parent element right now, for temporary purpose I have added div. In real time, if you have only one img element, you can only create a no one more block element around this img element, and to the parent element. Now we can call div is the parent element of img, and img is the child element of div. So to this parent element, we have an options here. First, I'll show you. We have a HTML method called align equal to center. This is purely HTML method. So I am not going
Okay.
to recommend you to write in a real time. For practice purpose, you can write. Okay.
Okay.
But when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to CSS, I'll make this, okay. So you first, you need to know that display properties and all. If I start explaining all this.
Oh.
Mhm. That it will be like too much of at this moment. Okay, so you can meanwhile you can just check this one.
Okay.
Okay, so you can add something like uh, text align center. Even though there is no text inside this TV element, but still,
Mm-hmm.
if you add the text align, so all the objects or elements, whatever this div, right, it comes to the middle center. So in the same way, you can add that, right also.
Okay. Yeah. So is is the homework I have to just count the block and line elements?
Yeah, so just yeah, try to focus on block level elements, inline elements. Okay, tomorrow
Okay.
I'll explain you like tables. So one of the important
Mm,
topic in HTML, right, tables.
yeah.
Yeah. So if
Well,
you
I
have
don't
a
know.
time, after you okay or not, okay. After finishing this, block elements or inline element to no, once you collected them, like it won't take much time. If you look at that, what are the block elements in HTML, you'll get a lot of resources. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So just collect them, just collect them. Okay. And once you get a time, just look at that HTML tables.
Okay.
Okay. So just look at anyhow, like I'll see. The point is what I'm trying to say. There's no day-to-day activities, right? Probably
Yeah.
whatever the topic that I'm going to tell you the next day, I'll give a heads up to you. So that meanwhile, you have two tasks. One is that you have to practice the current the same day session. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to find something in the internet. Okay, so I said like he's going to explain something tomorrow, some XYZ topic. So what is that XYZ topic? So I want you
Tables.
to do some some research on it. I mean, research is a very big word, but you have to just look at that. What is that? Is that something related to property, or is that something related to tour? Is that something related to technologies, or something related to language? So that is
Okay.
some kind of, it will work as a prerequisite for you to learn something new topic. So that you will get something in the internet. On top of it, I'll explain pros and cons and usage, context and everything, so that you will get actual idea context of that, both like subject at the same time syntax and how real time works and everything. So you'll get a more knowledge.
Yeah.
So that is the
That's how I,
everyday homework for you.
yeah. That's how
Sorry,
I
you were saying
learned
something.
the
Oh.
breaking and
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. See, as long as if I start telling everything, right, I can tell you,
Uh,
that is what for that purpose only, you hire me to explain, right? But as long as you are not actually focusing on what you are going to learn, then definitely it is like a wasting of your time and my time as well, right? Obviously.
yeah.
And you won't, and mainly you won't get anything, once we are done with our course and all, like this entire sessions, you won't get anything. So you'll have some information, like okay, so there is some guy from India, so that he explained HTML and CSS JavaScript. But now I don't know how to club all of them to make a website. This is a very common problem that most of the students which I'm facing, I'm hearing from them. They took
Mm,
training somewhere, okay, but what they used to commonly say that, okay, I learn HTML and CSS, but I don't know how to club both of them to create a simple login page or to create a simple home page.
mm,
Because these are all the problems. They don't even look into that, whatever the topics we have and what the trainer is going to explain. The kind of homework they never will do.
okay.
And of course, the problem with the trainers, what I have observed, many of them, the context will be same, whatever that the descriptions and whatever the examples they have, right? Even though
Uh-huh.
if you go to them, maybe after 2 or 3 years also, still they will show the same kind of description, same kind of examples, and same kind of contest.
Uh,
And there is no such kind of real time environments, because as they are not actually doing the real time, they are only they're sticking to explain or giving training on UI things. No, they won't get updated how real time market is happening. Very rare people have that ability to explain in this way. So try to
yeah.
utilize this and spend more time on practice. Wherever you get stuck and wherever you have issues, keep all of them in a one place,
Mm-hmm.
and in an immediate next day class we can discuss on them. Okay.
Yeah. I'll try to
I
practice.
want to, yeah, I want to explain more things, but yeah, my health is not supporting for me to probably takes like 2 to 3 days. Once I
Mm-hmm.
recover, I'll give you more examples. Okay.
Okay. Hope you feel better.
Yeah. Chilo. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah.